How did Adele lose all of her weight? So I don't know why this question keeps coming up, but I've asked all of you, what do you want to hear about next? And they said, hey, Adele's had this enormous transformation. Talk to us about how Adele lost all this weight. So I had to Google this because I don't know her. And I can't just call her up and be like, hey, Adele, what's going on, my buddy? So I looked up what she said at various interviews. I watched the interviews. I looked it online. She states that starting 2019, she had a lot of anxiety and depression and a lot of emotional issues going on. She really wanted to lose weight. And then the COVID hit in 2020, and she just started working out every day, 3 times a day. And we'll talk about like how you can apply this or whether or not this is going to work for you, or if this is, you know, something long-term that you should adopt. She started working out 3 times a day. And she said she actually consumed the same or even more amount of calories. So she said she was doing everything from like deadlifts, squats, boxing, you name it, she had time for it. Like she started out with like weightlifting in the morning with like deadlift, squats, and those kind of things, like heavy compound movements, which I completely agree with. I have an exercise program you can download below that's all heavy compound movements. So people who want to start an exercise program like that, it even has the video demonstrations of all of the exercises. But she started with a compound weightlifting program, and then in the afternoon she would do some kind of like circuit training thing, which can burn a lot of calories, but I don't necessarily agree with that completely. And then she also did things like boxing and that kind of stuff that she enjoyed. At least that's what she says in the interviews. Now, and she didn't eat less. She actually said she started eating more. So if you guys watch my videos, you'll notice I tell people try to create a calorie deficit with the food alone, because the exercise is not always sustainable. For how long can Adele work out 3 times a day? For the rest of your life, till she's 60 or 70? Probably not. She's currently 33, and she says she's the thinnest and the best she's ever looked, and the stress and anxiety went away. And there has been tons of research showing that resistance training, like weightlifting, does reduce depression and does reduce anxiety and stress. So she says she feels great from that standpoint. My only issue with it is it's probably unsustainable. There's no way Adele at age 33 is going to be doing this at age 73 or 63 or even 53. You cannot just pound your body that much every single day to just stay the weight that you are. Now that she's achieved her weight loss goals and looks great, and you see she's super happy, this is not a sustainable form of weight loss. For her, I would say, look, dial back some of the circuit training, cardio style stuff. You should still do it for fitness. Do it once or twice a month. Do a day where you jog a mile, or play sports or something you enjoy, kickboxing, whatever, for an hour or so. But then focus on weightlifting 1 or 2 days a week. Same thing, compound lifts, the compound lifts that she's already talking about that she's doing. Do those, but like 1 or 2 days a week. That's all you need. But then dial down your calories. Now, unless you really love food and you just want to eat 3,000 to 4,000 calories a day, and you just want to get the calorie deficit with the exercise, then fine, you can do that. But it's much easier to just dial in your food, get your calories, for most men around 1,800, for most women, I don't know, maybe 1,600. And don't quote me on this, that could be way too low for you. But there's calculators you can use, and they're all over the place. But figure out how many calories you're currently eating, subtract about 300 to 500, and that'll cause a calorie deficit, and you'll lose all the weight you want. No question about it. Add in the compound lifts and the heavy lifting, not like so heavy that you're dying, but enough to stimulate muscle growth. That'll increase your lean body mass, which increases your metabolism. Now, if you're super obese, you can actually lose fat and gain muscle at the same time. So I highly recommend that. But that's how Adele did it. That's what she says online. She did a great job, and congratulations to her. Nothing wrong with that. But the issue is sustainability. I don't want people going on a crash diet, crash plan, work out every day, 3 times a day for 2 years, lose a bunch of weight, 100 pounds. She actually lost 100 pounds. Lose 100 pounds, and then now you can't work out 3 times a day every day for the rest of your life. That's some element of metabolic adaptation going on there. So you can't really sustain that long term, and that's my main issue with it. So grab the exercise program below, because that's the type of program that I would recommend. Is a full 3 days a week, push-pull legs, compound movements, some isolation stuff here and there. But that's really what you want to do with dialing down your calories. And I have tons of videos on that, but with getting the correct amount of protein. I hope you enjoy. Share this with someone who needs it.